So I don't understand what happened with the apples. Like, either I feel like either it was a guy and they shoved apples in their anus, or it was a woman and they tried to shove 3 apples either in their anus or elsewhere, and it went horribly. But why apples? I don't... Male. So the first thing I thought of was they cut a hole in the apple and tried to do male things to the apple. They tried to penetrate the apple. But that just seemed like too obvious. So I felt like it had to be in the anus. 3 apples? Why apples? Apparently, the answer is why not? I mean, but apple pie, hot apple pie. We learned from American Pie that hot apple pie is the best solution. I don't... You know what? You know what, guys? Also, sweet potatoes are a favorite. Sweet potatoes are your favorite, Pikachu? Or like a favorite of patients at the hospital. I feel like now I need to try this. Did you hear Quinn's neighbor dropped off a sweet potato and marshmallow dish a few hours after she heard that story? Our dad ruining all the fruits and vegetables? I feel like... Guys, I feel like I need to try this now for science. For science, guys. Just for science. I'll have more information next stream. I'll have more information for you guys tomorrow evening. Go to the ER and say hi to our dad then. We are streaming tomorrow evening with Avon the Raven. Check back then and we'll have more information. Maybe a story as well. Maybe an ER story. Maybe a story about how I spent 24 hours plus in the ER. Hiding apples. Of a story about hidden apples. I work, someone is going to have to tell me. Someone is going to have to tell me the follow-up. I mean, you could always check the VOD tomorrow. Well, you have 2 stories, the apples and the sweet potato. I mean, 3 apples plus a sweet potato? That feels like a lot. That feels like a lot. No, 2 separate incidences. I don't know if I can visit the ER 2 times in one day. So I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. I'll have a story for you guys tomorrow about apples. And then we'll have a story for you guys Wednesday about sweet potatoes. Actually, you know what? You got good healthcare. A emergency room trip is free, unless you have like cancer or something. Well, I mean, even cancer is free, but like most treatments here are free. You just have to wait a long time. So ambulance is like $2K. I mean, I don't think I'd need an ambulance, but an ambulance here is like $100. It's like $100 for us for the ambulance. I used to have healthcare that covered ambulances it covered like 80% of the ambulance, so an ambulance only costs like $20 with the health coverage, but it's like $100 if you don't have coverage. ER is like a bajillion dollars. No kid, my stroke bill was $18K. I just paid it off 7 years ago. I at one point, so funny story, guys. I woke up from sleep one time and I couldn't see out of my, I think it was my it was my left eye. I couldn't see out of my left eye. And I was like, that's weird. And then I tried talking verbally, I think, and my speech was like slurred. It was weird. I tried to stand up and my leg wouldn't work. So I laid back down and I waited like 5 minutes and it went away. I got my vision back and everything went away. And I was like, huh, that was weird. I told my doctor about it like a few weeks later. It happened to me twice. It happened to me once, and then I think it was like a week or 2 later, it happened again. And then I told my doctor about it maybe like a month or 2 later. I don't know. It was a while later. And I was like, so I had this weird incident that happened. I mean, I was fine afterwards. He was like, you're an idiot. You should have called an ambulance. I was like, why? What? Why? What? And I didn't realize at the time, but I looked it up. I looked up the symptoms afterwards, and apparently I might have had like a mini stroke, is my assumption. But you know, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We didn't suffer from it. But that's crazy. 18K for having a stroke. It turned out that we're fine, but we very well could have not been fine. And apparently should have called the ambulance, but didn't, because, you know, that's no joke. They didn't give you an MRI. No, he didn't give me an MRI or anything. He just was like, "You're an idiot. Next time, call the hospital. Call the ambulance." But I mean, as far as I'm aware, I haven't. Nothing has happened since. This was after. This was like a couple of years ago or something. It was post getting migraines. No follow-up testing. No. He just basically called me an idiot and told me to call the ambulance next time, and was like, cool. Oh. Was I supposed to do follow-up testing? An MRI won't show anything if it's not ran within 2 weeks of incident. That's probably why, because it was a while after. It was probably like a month or more after the second time. I imagine the only way it would have showed anything afterwards is if I had actual like brain damage from it. But if it didn't change anything, then I imagine it might not have showed anything. Is my guess.